Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome to the newly founded kingdom of the Houseland. We have finally formed the kingdom of our old culture. We've got 2 Holysites as well now. The only problem is our husband. We can't go to war with him at present. We could break the alliance, but he has a lot more manpower than us anyway, so even if we were to do that, it would be pretty hard to take him down. So instead, we're just going to continue building our own power and influence, and then eventually we can take him down, because we do have those claims. As we've formed the kingdom anyway, and the land that he owns is part of that kingdom. We could always maybe get him as a vassal, because if we go on to him and try and offer him vassalage, it's only at minus 27, so it's not like it's a huge deal. We could sway him and get him to win him round that way, so we'll play the long game with that, and we'll just expand our power and such whilst we wait for that. Grand Magajiya Daurama, my dear beauty, I hereby invite you to a feast at my court in Sokoto. It will be a grand affair worthy of your honourable presence. It will be my pleasure. Right, so if we look around, we've got this small kingdom here of Quararafia. We could go to war with these. How much manpower? He has a little bit of manpower. He does have he has a truce with us, but we could declare war on him to try and conquer one of these 2 duchies. That's a big chunk of land. It cost us 375 prestige to do that. We've got a lot of prestige thanks to founding that kingdom, so we do want to try and take both of these so that we can swoop around. We've got everything east of the impassable terrain then, and we'll board our husband on west, north and east. South, sorry, but there's also this land up here on the southern Sahara which we could take, which would give us a path around this impassable terrain. So let's have a look at this guy. He's only got 705 men, so he'd be an easy picking as well. Let's go for declare war, but let's go for the forced vassalization instead, which is only 250 prestige, so it's not going to be as much. And then we can keep a vassal as well. It'll be easier to keep a vassal. Is he any good at anything? He's got decent intrigue as well, so he could become a future spy master. So yes, let's declare this war. Let's raise all of our armies. Hopefully we'll get a decent amount. A warm welcome. Every guest is gathered in the great hall, and our gracious host, Sir King Gadigarin, has welcomed us all to the feast. I look forward to this. Right, so we've got more than enough manpower. We don't need to call up any allies. A notable guest has arrived at our court, a Bagawiya Nungo. Who are you? Are you have a claim on the chiefdom of Bushi. Where's that? Okay, which is perfect. Part of our husband's lands. Okay, that's pretty good. Right, so let's have a look in our court. We could marry him. We could betroth him to one of our... Was it this guy here? Pretty sure it's this guy here. Yes, it was. Let's see if we can arrange a marriage between our daughter. And no, we can't arrange a betrothal between him. That's a shame. That would have been good. But we'll see if we can keep him in our court. We can't educate him either. We could grant him a title. Do we have any titles that we could give to him that are pretty low down? Chiefdom of Tahoe. Yeah, we could give him that one. We don't want to give him Dora. That's of course our capital. Let's go for the chiefdom of Tahua. Or Tahoa. Let's grant him that. Perfect. Then we'll be able to press his claim as well upon that land against our husband. It just gives us another option and another way into that land in the future. Right, so this guy's actually managed to call up over 1,000 men, which is more than it said he would. Has he managed to call up mercenaries? Yes, he's now got 1,400 men. He must have called up mercenaries, surely. But that's fine. We'll march our army westward. Feast in awe. After having spoken over dinner for a while, Sir King Gadigarin leans over to tell me that he finds it impressive how knowledgeable I am about so many different things. He recognises true intellect. I see we gain 75 prestige, and his opinion of us goes up, which is perfect. Let's march our army over to the tribe of Gabir then, so that we can trap him in that desert pass, the barony of Erut. Feast, the conversation partner. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my consort, Sir King Gadigarin, goes on and on about sword practice, and that was how we salvaged that mess. Are you sure I'm not boring you, my lady? No, please don't go on. Had interesting conversation. Or we can say, why don't we talk about you instead? Gain 20 opinion. Doesn't he have 100% opinion of us already? Yes, he does, so we'll go for had interesting conversation. Right, let's march our army out westward. Yes, he's going up into the mountains. Perfect. So we'll march straight on to that bit of land instead. Feast returning home. What a feast. I'll remember the days spent in Saki and Gadigaran's halls for a long time to come. Now it is time to wash off the traces of merriment and wine and once more resume my duties as Lady of the Realm. Farewell, my consort. -20 stress, and his opinion of us goes up by 15, which is awesome. Got low county control, but we're already trying to improve our control elsewhere. You can create Kingdom of... Yes, I already know that we can create this, but we need the gold first, and then we will to have 2 kingdom titles, which will give us much prestige. We're in line to inherit a load of titles, I know that. We already know about the powerful vassals. We already know about that. And the 7 wars, yeah, okay, that's fine. Right, let's march our way up to this land and get this under siege. What is our husband currently playing at? What is he up to? Is he in war? He's defending against... Yeah, he's defending against someone. He's allied to us. He's allied to someone else. Wow, he's got 5 allies. So it's a good job that we're not going to go to war. Yeah, we're going to have to try and sway him instead. He already has a massively good opinion of us. It's just getting that reluctance up. Base reluctance -45 at a total of -27. We'll accept if the total is positive. We are trying to sway him, so we've got to try and win him over somehow through this. Hopefully we can get that. We can do that. If not, we can always try and sway his son, or when he dies, we can always just invade his son because the alliance will be broken. Right. He's actually marching off completely, which is perfect. So let's station besiegers and then march the rest of our host up into the mountains, where we are going to lose 100 men, and all the supply lines are only 1,000. Let's march those 1,500 men here then, and then we'll split them in half and march 750 up to get that siege underway. It looks like we're losing men as well at that siege. Neighbouring ruler won a war. Right, let's split you in half. And send 800 there. Well, they're still going to lose 100 men, but at least we're under the supply limit by doing so. And the second army already has a commander. Who's commanding this army? Nobody. So let's shove you in charge of that army, which is perfect. And we've got an available perk to spend. Awesome. We're already... No, we haven't actually done that. So yes, let's unlock that. We are now a diplomat, which is awesome. We've gained the trait diplomat, which I'm hoping should surely give us a lot of bonus. Where? Diplomat, here we go. Diplomacy +3, independent ruler opinion +20, personal scheme power +25. Perfect. So that's going to help us in our swaying scheme. It also, that may improve our husband's opinion of us. Let's have a look. No, still 27. Never mind. I got my hopes up. And why has both of these armies decided to go up here when I said that I wanted them to... No, I want you to split up. Leave besiegers and march back down into the oasis. Perfect. Let's get both these under siege. I don't know where his army is deciding to march off to. They're completely marching away. This is a neutral army. So yeah, we've just got to get these 2 provinces under siege and this land's ours. But that does mean we lose our close by go-to raiding station where we just kept going to raid this poor bastard up here. But never mind, at least we'll have the land under our control. I'm not going to call in our ally. There's no need to. We'll just get both of these under control. We've got you standing here just in case we need you. We do need a commander in charge of this. Let's go with you. You're our best commander. And yeah, perfect. They've all got commanders. Saki Magajiya swayed. Perfect. His opinion of us went up 25. We also managed to take a prisoner. We won the siege and we took 15 gold from that siege as well. Let's ransom the prisoner before the war if we can. We can take a consort. Our prisoner. Who are you? Who even are you? You're... Oh, I thought that was a woman. It's not a woman. Oops. But no, I don't want him as a consort. I'd rather ransom him if possible. Can we not do that? Let's have a look. 5 prisoners now. Wow. A lot of prisoners in prison for free. They've all just come from this siege. Can we not? No, we can't ransom any of them. Unfortunately. Maybe after the war we'll be able to. But that's made this a lot easier for us. If we just get this province up here. And then we can march our way back home. In fact, let's march those back home already, because he's actually marching around to our lands that way. And this is going to fall pretty soon. This is going to fall in 55 days. So, yeah, pretty quick, pretty easy. We don't need a new consort. I think we've... Then again, we could take it. It's a different culture. I don't really want any more consorts of different culture. We want to be spreading the House of Culture and the Bori religion. I really appreciate all the awesome comments as well that some of you guys have been posting. I've had quite a few people, which was really nice, of African descent or with African families who have told me a lot of stuff about this land or what they know of this land, which is awesome. It's so cool. I've actually got people from these lands watching the videos, and they're actually enjoying it, which is the main thing. Because I thought they might not enjoy it because of my horrendous pronunciations, but thankfully no, they seem to be enjoying it, which is awesome. Thank you. Let's enforce our demands, and there we go. We gain 150 fame and a 350 prestige and a new vassal, which is perfect. Greetings, my liege. May you live in harmony and contentment. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So be it. And we also took some more prisoners in the siege, which is perfect. Let's disband all our armies. That spreads the House of Land further up north. Can we... Yes, we can ransom this prisoner for 50 gold. Perfect. I wonder if we ransom these people off, will we have enough gold to form that second kingdom title, which would be awesome. There we go. Prisoner ransomed. Greetings, Grand Magajiya Daurama of the House of Lands. I accept your ransom offer to see Adiva Kelwi return to me in good health. A good deal indeed. Right, so I wanted to try and keep ourselves east of this river for now. Let's have a look at this land. Is this classed as one duchy? Because if it is, we can conquer the... Oh, no, it's 2 duchies. That's a shame. But we could force vassalization. We could... Oh, wow. Why has he got that random bit of land over there? That's so annoying. Because that's going to give me border gore. I hate border gore. And wow, that's a lot of prestige to actually declare that war. So I don't think we will. Let's have a look at this one instead. How much do we need to declare war and force the vassalization of you? 375, and we could take all that land. How much manpower do you have? 1,000 men. And you have a truce. Does our army... Before I do this, let's just check that our own manpower doesn't need to recover. No, we've got 1,900 men. Yeah, let's just go straight for it, because I want to surround our husband on every side and get as much power as possible. We've got more than enough prestige as well to be able to declare this war, which is perfect. War declared. Let's raise all our armies. Hopefully he's not got too many allies. It said that he didn't, so hopefully we're okay. I don't want to have to call in our allies, so hopefully we won't have to do that. And that's all our men. Mustard, is that our best commander? I'm not sure if that is our best commander. I'm pretty sure we have someone better. No, he is. He's an unyielding defender, a flexible leader, and a rough terrain. Oh no, this is a different... Yes, we want you in charge. You've got some really interesting traits. So let's march our army south. He's only got 993 men, which is perfect, so we can leave some besiegers at his tribe capital and then chase down his remaining men with the rest of our armour. A faction has been created against us, an independence faction. I think that's from the new guy, by the looks of it. Yes, it is, the Slayer of the Snake. What an awesome name. Let's have a look. Does he want a council position? Powerful vassal demands a council position. Yes, he does. That's fine, to be honest, because our spy master's pretty hopeless. So let's... It's our sister, isn't it? Let's replace him. Replace her with you, because you're incredibly talented at intrigue, it would seem. So it's hopefully going to keep you on side as well. You can ally your... No, I don't want to call our ally in. We don't need to. We've still got all those prisoners. I don't think there's any more that we can, unfortunately, ransom, which is a shame. We can negotiate release. Are any of them interesting, stat-wise? Not really, if I'm honest. Not really at all, actually. So we'll leave them... Oh, no. There was one that we could ransom. This guy here, we can ransom him for a weak hook. So, yes, we'll do that. Why not? A weak hook on that vassal who's created a faction. That sounds like a good idea to me. Greetings, my liege. I accept your ransom offer and hope to see Tassin K. return to me in good health. And we now get a weak hook over that dangerous vassal, which is perfect. Keep him in line, hopefully. How old is Daurama now? She's 48 still, so she's still young enough that we can hopefully do what she wanted to do. We've got 30 diplomacy now as well, which is very impressive. Right, he's got his 559 men there. Let's get here. Station the besiegers. It's going to be cool to border the jungle as well, which is obviously going to give us perfect defence on this eastern side. We could place an army up here and be very well protected. We'll check out how our swaying with our husband is going as well soon. Popular resistance to conversion. Chieftain of Tahua gained upset over conversion for 5 years. Well, that's not good. We could do with a better court chaplain, to be honest. I don't think the one that we've got at present is all that impressive. Right, let's station besiegers, please. And then march the other army of 1,500 men on to attack this host. And the 400 that have been left behind, let's put a commander in charge. We've got a desert warrior, we've got an unyielding defender, a reckless aggressive attacker. We could do with a siege leader really, but it doesn't look like we've got any, so we'll just go with our second best champion for now. And let's chase down this guy. There we go, he's marching south now, we're going to trap him. Perfect. A neighbouring ruler has won a war, but Doesn't really concern us too much. We've nearly got 100 gold. Wow, we've nearly got enough to create that second kingdom title, which is epic. And perfect. We've managed to sway our husband even more, which is perfect. What is his opinion of us now? Offer vassalage minus 25, so it's gone up by 2. We'll get there. We are going to win him over. Hopefully the more power we get, maybe the easier it will be to sway him. Who knows? And here we go. We are finally going to meet them in combat. We will probably win. They've got higher quality apparently and are defending in a jungle, but we should be fine. It has come to my attention that some local commoners are moving to Kano, the capital of my husband Saki Magajiya. Locals newly settled are not praising me. Can surely do no harm to his perception of me. Take this gold and make sure you are heard. Yes. We want to get him on side. We want to be able to get his land vassalized underneath us. And yeah, this should be a very easy battle, surely. Just because of the sheer amount of men that we've got over here. But ours are such low quality compared to his. We really need to invest in improving our levies once we can get these wars out of the way. How is the siege going up here? 18 days left. Perfect. We've nearly taken his capital. And I don't think there's any more tribe. Oh no, there is another tribe up here. The tribe of Kefi. That's fine. We'll march this army over to there as soon as this falls, which should be any second now. There we go. Perfect. March that army over there. Let's march these 1,500 onto the tribe of Caliber. Wow, but that's... Wow, very, very poorly defended instead. So let's... Can we split this army in half? Yes. And march 835 to take note. Don't want both. I just want this one army to march there. Or not. Additional taxes. Awesome. How much? 85 gold. Yes. Siege won. Enemy combatants captured. Acquaintance taken prisoner. We're at 63% now, which is awesome. Can you just... Okay, march where you're going to march, and then we'll split you in half there. And send the other half up north to chase down the enemy army. Right. So 900 there. Under the command of him, yes. And we'll send the other army of 787... to chase down the enemy army, which is trying to lift the siege there. So yeah, we do need to chase those down. And is this desert land? No, it's hills. That's fine. It's going to be pretty easy to do. That's perfectly fine. This isn't an enemy army, is it? No, it's a neutral army. That's fine. So they're just going to march on straight past us, which is good news. We've got many issues that we can go. We've got a faction created against us. We'll look into that once we get this war over it. We can create that other kingdom as well, which is awesome. So we'll look into that after we get this war out of the way. And there we go. We now got 2 gold for occupying that, which is perfect. So we just need to win this siege down here. Or maybe just by winning the battle, we'll get the war won. The gift of generosity. My son, Mbali, has been impressed with one of the household champions for a very long time. After finally meeting in person, he has been repeating the warrior's words to himself. Give others their due, and you will receive your own in turn. As others grow around him, so will he. He gets the trait generous. Yeah, I'm very happy for him to get that. Right, so... We're at 97%. We've literally just got to win this siege here, which has 2 months remaining, which isn't going to take long at all. There we go. 100%. We got 3 gold from that as well. And our husband has further been swayed as well. Let's offer peace and force demands. Done. So be it. Greetings, my liege. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So be it. And now the House of Land is looking mighty fine, if I do say so myself. Right. Yeah, that was a great victory that we had. Let's have a look at our husband now, then. We can't offer you vassalage. Minus 24, though, so it is improving, but he's at war, so we can't offer him vassalization whilst he is at war. How much men can he raise? 2,500. We can call almost 2,500 too, which is awesome. We have 181 gold, so let's... Do you know what? Let's create that other kingdom, just because we can. It's going to give us a lot of prestige, so let's create that title. And that prestige we can use to further expand. You're a designated guardian of... Oh, well, we need to designate a guardian to you. Our son, let's have a look. You're very good in stewardship. Pretty good in intrigue, pretty good in diplomacy. You're all round. You've got stewardship education, so let's go. Oh, we've not got anyone. Oh, no. Our daughter Shawata's pretty good. We'll send you to your older sister. Why not? Heir in line to inherit 3 titles. Yep, okay. Perfect. Educate the child. Our land is looking much more prosperous. We've got 2 kingdom titles under our control as well now, which gives us that ton of prestige that we could use to further expand our lands. We could go into this land over here. Could we actually declare war on you? We can. We can try and conquer the county or conquer the duchy. Wow, that's all part of the duchy apparently. Are you currently at war with anyone? You're allied to several people, which is worrying. Could be dangerous. We've got this land here as well that we could break into, as well as this massive, huge kingdom here with this king. He's got a huge kingdom. He's not got a lot of manpower, but he does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 allies, which, yeah, that could be pretty dangerous, and I don't think we'd be able to do much with you, would we? We'd only be able to conquer small duchies that way, which would allow us to move up into the north. Yeah, it's not worth attacking you just yet. We'd be better off taking these smaller provinces first, I think. But we'll end this episode here, guys, and we'll carry on with our conquest out eastward. I think eastward anyway, in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, I really hope you've enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.